Hey guys, how are you? Welcome into a very special edition, a Saturday morning edition of the Daily Juice podcast. My name is Matt Perrault here in, Northern California. This is where I am for the wedding. If you are watching this on YouTube, you are seeing me, in a very unique place. This is where the live stream will happen, by the way. I will be live streaming. Hopefully the internet holds up. I don't know. ? Cross your fingers, Dan Harris and I, on Sunday morning, 8 a.m. Pacific time, 11 a.m. on the East Coast for a Sunday morning NFL live stream right before the wedding gets going here, that I'm going to be in here on, Sunday afternoon before I fly back home to Las Vegas. So it's just been a really chaotic and crazy couple of days. This podcast is going to be a little bit shorter than normal because, man, I just have got a lot going on, so I want to get this up as fast as possible. So normally we do 15 minutes. It's going to be a little bit quick. But this great podcast, The Daily Juice, BettingPros.com, always being brought to you by BetMGM. The offer for the NFL guys is awesome. This is a $10. You bet $10, you win $200 if your team scores a touchdown. Players who cash, you bet $10, you can win $200 in free wagers if the team that you bet on scores a touchdown. This is available in New Jersey, Colorado, Indiana, West Virginia, Tennessee, Pennsylvania, Michigan, Virginia, Iowa, the D.C., Arizona, and Wyoming. My goodness, it's fun to see Arizona on that list for BetMGM. $10 to win $200 if your team scores a touchdown. Very cool stuff. Okay, so I was doing the math yesterday, and I'm probably going to jinx myself really badly by pointing this out. But we are now up in the last 9 days, we are up 9 units. So we've been doing really well. Coastal Carolina comes in for us, cashes the over 38.5 points for yesterday. It's been a really great start to the college football season. We're 14-3-1 in college football. That is just outstanding, okay? So we're doing well. We're putting it up and putting it down. We've got 2 plays that I've already given you guys here for Iowa State -4.5 and BYU plus the 7. I told you I was not going to be heavily committed, but I do have one more ad to give to you guys here coming up in just 1 second. Before I do that, I want to give you guys the circa million plays for us here for the Daily Juice team for the circa million. The plays we have made, if you guys want to follow along with the picks and plays that we're going to be having this season. Now, we're going to be doing a Discord chat every week, but because of this wedding, it's just too tough. I couldn't do it. Too difficult for me to do it, and unfortunately, I wasn't able to get it in. But we went with all favorites, which is not something that we're going to do a lot of. I can promise you that. And there were some questions about us in the Discord channel as to what we were going to do and how we were going to do it, why we were doing it, how we were doing it. And I don't blame people to go, wait, guys, you're going, all favorites early. I can promise you this might be the last time we did this, but we had to kind of crowdsource all of this, and we had to find everything that was going into this saying, okay, how are we going to do it? And what do you think? 6 people all together, not easy. Okay, so here's the team. Here's the picks for pick 1 for us on the circa million. These are stagnant lines that the circa million puts out every week. Panthers -3.5, Washington football team -1, Seahawks -3, Dolphins +3.5, and Saints +4. So actually, it's not all favorites. Dolphins +3.5. That's one. Oh no, wait, hold on. No. That's my other play. No. That's my personal team. Sorry, that's not the Daily Juice team. That's my personal team. The Daily Juice team picks. Excuse me. Here's what they are. That's my other team. My pushing the odds team. Daily Juice team's picks are this: Panthers -3.5, Washington -1, Seahawks -3, all the same there. But then they have Chiefs -6, Packers -4. So I'm on opposite sides of this Packers-Saints game coming up on Sunday. But, it is what it is. All right, so here's the ad for Iowa State -4.5, BYU plus the 7. I'm going to fade Nebraska here, okay? I'm with a bunch of Nebraska Cornhusker fans, bunch of Husker fans. My friend is from Nebraska. I thought, hey, let's do this for I'm in Nebraska. I'm with a bunch of Husker fans. Let's go ahead and sweat this Husker game tomorrow and have money up against them and watch them yell at me for taking Buffalo. The line's 14, okay? Last week up against Fordham, in the first quarter, it was 7-7. Now, Nebraska woke up and they blew them out. But this is a really interesting team in Buffalo. They replaced their head coach. They replaced their star running back, but they still have some really good running backs, including Kevin Marks. Is a tough kid. He can run behind that offensive line. They ran with 3 backs last week. They've been running 3 backs, and I think it's all about stopping Adrian Martinez. And I think if they can slow him down, I think they got a shot to stay in the game. They might win the game outright. I've seen this story before where Nebraska, after beating Fordham, they're all feeling good about themselves after getting trounced by Illinois. And here they come back, and let's go. We're going to roll. Uh-oh. They've got a monster game next week at Oklahoma, okay? They could be looking ahead. Sprinkle on the money line. It's plus 400 on the money line. But the number is 14. I think that's too heavy. I don't know why Nebraska's a two-touchdown favorite to anybody, let alone, I know it's a MAC school, okay? But I'm sorry, I just can't get involved here. And Buffalo is not awful, okay? They're not horrible. And they're going to be psyched about playing in the environment. Nebraska, again, plays Oklahoma on the road. They could be looking ahead. I'm going to take the 14 points. It's a little bit of a scary dog. But, man, 14 points is 14 points, and I'm not taking 14 points at anybody on Nebraska, okay? I know even last week they won and covered against Fordham, but that's Fordham, my goodness gracious. This is Buffalo. Much different quality team, much different quality of a program, and maybe a backdoor cover, who knows? But 14 points is a lot. I'm going to lay the 14. I'm going to hold my nose and do it. Might be dead wrong. Don't care. I'm doing it for the wedding because I think it'd be fun tomorrow to watch this game with a bunch of Husker fans telling them that I bet Buffalo plus the 14. We're going Buffalo plus 14, BYU plus 7, and Iowa State minus 4.5 for our card. 3 plays, 1 unit on all those plays. 14-3-1 is a really good start. Let's keep it going. Let's have it happen again for, let's take a 2-1 day, okay? Let's not get greedy. Let's go 2-1 on these picks today and get ourselves into another winning day because we've had a bunch of these winning days in a row. All right? I will talk to you tomorrow for the live stream at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 o'clock in the morning Pacific Time, here in this hotel room in Los Gatos, California, where I am at just south of San Jose for this wedding. My name is Matt Perrault. You can follow me on Twitter at SportsTalkMatt. Each and every morning, it's the Daily Juice Podcast being brought to you by BetMGM, always brought to you, and thanks to BettingPros.com.